Hello, everybody. Spider here once again. The Fight Card Podcast coming to you from San Antonio, Texas. Being joined by UFC Featherweight Jamall Emmers. My man, how you doing, bro?
I'm great. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great, bro. Man, let me say this, man. I'm gonna drop the intro, bro, because for one thing, you live here in San Antonio, man. I mean, this is where I'm at. You still have family out here, and you were just here over the holidays, man.
Yeah, I was there doing Thanksgiving. Yeah.
And then let me ask you because I think is it an everyday thing? Like after every fight, do you come back to San Antonio?
Well, no, I try to come back once a year. So
Okay,
like
okay,
usually towards like the end of the year because it's my mom's birthday around that time. So
okay,
yeah.
sweet, man. And of course, man. And let me ask you because I mean, when it comes to support, man, going through the original scene, bro. I mean, mom had a lot to do with that, man. Her family, should I say? They supported what you were doing, man. I mean, I'm gonna backtrack. I'm gonna start when it first started. You had actually done a smoker. This was at the BTT gym here in San Antonio, man. And what was it that made you want to jump into that smoker, bro?
Well, I was already looking to fight. So when I got there, I remember the first thing I asked. I forgot who it was. It wasn't the instructor at the time. Whoever was at the front desk, I asked. I walked in and I was like, I want to fight. Do you guys have a fight team? And it was like, yeah, you can fight. And then I was like, all right, cool. So I just signed up. I didn't even really do a free trial or nothing. As soon as they said, yes, I can do it, I was like, bet, I'm signing up today. So that's how that even happened. But so I was already wanting to fight. And I remember who organized Eddie, actually. Eddie organized
Oh
those.
yeah, dude.
So Eddie organized, and one day he was in class. He just asked like, "Would you want to fight?" I was like, "Yeah, I've been looking to fight forever." I was like, "When is it?" And then he told me, he was like, "All right, it's gonna be smoker. So you like, it won't be nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Like we'll get some guy from another gym to come in, and we just pretty much spar." And I was like, "Oh, okay, well, I guess cool." So like, I got to wear all headgear and stuff. I'm asking questions. He's like, "Yeah, all the protective gear, everything." I was like, "All right, cool." I was down, so I probably say he gave me, because I was always training in there. I probably had like a month for it to prepare, and yeah, like that was how that started.
Man, and of course, I mean, when it comes to you wanting to compete, I mean, of course, you told your parents, your family. I mean, what was their thoughts? I mean, they already know you wanted to compete.
No, they didn't. Like everybody, because I wrestled before, so everybody thought that was it. Like it was like, all right, he done. And then I was like, no, that wasn't it. That was just the beginning. I wrestled so I can do MMA.
Yeah.
So like to them, they was just like, all right, he gonna get into something else, I guess. But then like eventually I told him like, no, I want to do this for a living, make a career out of it. And it was like I had a few mixed reactions, everybody wasn't all 100% in. Some people had questions. But yeah, like once they realized it was like, no, he's dead serious. Like all the support came. It was like, oh, he's gonna do it. Like we just gonna just sit back and watch, I guess.
No, no, for sure, man. And of course, like you mentioned, I mean, you did come out of wrestling, man. I mean, going into wrestling, what was it that got you interested in wrestling?
Well, I always wanted to do like karate and stuff growing up.
Yeah.
I always I like Ninja Turtles, kung fu movies and
Oh
stuff
yeah.
like that. So I will always ask, like, can you put me in this? Can you put me in this? And they were like, yeah, yeah. They'll always say yeah, but never did it. It was like just to get out my face, boy.
Yeah.
So I remember I had to be in the fourth or fifth grade, and we watching Pride videos, and I'm
Oh,
like,
nice.
well, I want to do that instead. So, like, the more I like watched Pride, and I was like, "Ooh, you can slam guys. You can pick them. I want to wrestle." So like that. So that's where that come from. I'm seeing guys getting picked up, slammed. Eventually, I started watching UFC and watching Randy Couture and Matt Hughes, and that was just like, "Oh yeah, I definitely got to wrestle now." Watching these guys, so like, yeah, that's how that started.
No, no, and of course, man. I mean, would you say that's a good base, like to start off from? I mean, being a wrestler, like I mean, being able to control the pace, the fight.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the probably the best base to have for MMA. To
Yeah.
be honest, because you can always learn and branch off that. Because the stuff I used in wrestling, I sorry, like my philosophies and the way I think. I just put it into my striking or
Yeah.
into my jiu-jitsu. It's like it's the same concepts. I'm just doing something different.
Right. No, no, for sure, man. And you see, one of the things about it too is that with yourself and like other fighters that have gone into MMA, they have a strong wrestling base, so they just concentrate on striking.
Yeah.
They're comfortable, stuffing takedowns and taking people down. That they're like, well, heck, man, I'll just go ahead and concentrate on boxing or kickboxing or whatever, man. So, I mean, is that pretty much what happened to you?
I mean, I didn't say I just had one focus because I just wanted to get better everywhere. I wasn't
Right.
that great of a wrestler, so to me, I felt like I had to get better there too. Like, so it wasn't just like one area.
Right.
I just use everything that wrestling taught me and just put it in all these different areas. Like yeah, that's it.
No, no, for sure, man. And of course, bro. I mean, when you guys, I mean, everybody else that was fighting here during that time, during the regional scene, man. Like, I mean, we had talked a little bit about it earlier, and it was pretty hot, dude. It seemed like there was fights every weekend. I mean, as much as they happened, but I mean, there was a lot going on, not just in San Antonio, but in the state of Texas, and it just seemed to plateau. And there's still a few promotions out there doing their thing, but it's not like it used to be. I mean. I don't know if people just don't want to fight anymore, man, or I don't know. I mean, what would you say? What's your take on something like that? I mean, because I mean, the game's not there like the way it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, maybe guys is realizing like let me start over. I'll say this because right around the time I like was coming up and like it was still fresh. Like
Yeah,
it was still fresh. It was like it really got to the mainstream around that time. Like I'll probably say what 2007, 8ish. So it was still kind of new, right? So like I think that's what it was. It was still new and like guys were still flocking to it and trying to figure it out. And I think once it got to a point where it was like it got legitimized and people was like, no, these are like
yeah,
the same level athletes you see in the NFL is in the UFC or like vice versa.
yeah,
Um, I think people start to realize like, oh wait, this is just not something you can just get into and be
yeah,
successful in. Like, no, you really have to be like somewhat special and like have everything have to line up for you, right? Because you
yeah,
can still be a great talent and have a shitty trainer.
yeah,
So it's just like stuff like that, and like I think maybe guys start to realize that just like, well, all it's a lot because it's a lot of martial arts gyms all over the place.
yeah,
You can go anywhere and learn the stuff, right? But like the effectiveness or the teacher might be like a great competitor as a teacher, but he
right,
might be a shitty instructor. Like stuff like that happens also. So it's just like I think guys maybe start to realize this. Well, it's not as easy as I thought it was, and I think it kind of like weeded out the guys that just wasn't serious about it because it was used to be a lot of guys fighting when I was coming up, like a lot of guys,
yeah,
and not saying they wasn't serious or nothing. I'm not saying that, but like now, or maybe because we are older, because
right,
I am all closer to 40 than I am 20, so like it could be that also, but like I don't know. I haven't lived in Texas in forever
yeah,
to really call it. But this is like something I observe whenever I go back home and I ask, I'm like, hey, where all the fighters coming out at? And then people tell me like, oh, them guys don't fight like they used to, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So
yeah.
yeah,
No, yeah, and of course, I mean, there are still a lot of competitors, man. I mean, I'm not saying, of course, there's none here because there are still a
right,
lot of legitimate gyms or legitimate fighters. But yeah, it's just like the field doesn't feel like like it used to, man. Of course, But I think one
right,
of the good point that you brought up was that now the average Joe, like somebody that didn't come from a sport that started doing this, and it's like now they're fighting, like you said, like an athlete, somebody that's been a competitor for years, and now he's got into MMA, and it's like, damn, it's kind of freaking it kind of makes you want to rethink a few things, but
right,
but yeah, man, it's just the sport, I mean, I know when I first started, training here in San Antonio, man. It was in 1999, and this is before like Texas allowed closed fists, man. Like before that, it was Pancrase. You know, Salso Lee's was the first one to actually do like the whole cage thing out of Houston. I mean, he passed away years back. You know, may he rest in peace. But he was one of the Godfathers, bro. He's the one that like once he started like, hey, I'm gonna have a cage. Everybody was like, oh shit, because everybody, this whole time we're fighting on wrestling mats and boxing rings, and wherever we could fight, and but it was good though. I mean, it evolved, and like I said, I mean, once people started realizing like, oh man, you can use closed fists now, 4-ounce gloves. Like people were like, oh shit, like it's not a pump strike. And those hurt, man. Don't get me wrong. Freaking
Right.
pump strikes still hurt, but it's like now it just kind of deterred a lot of people then, because it's like not everybody wants to get punched in the face for work.
Right. Exactly. So yeah.
My man. And let me ask you, bro, because when you had left Texas, I mean, you actually got to train with you trained with a lot of good people, bro, throughout the years. I mean, you trained with veterans of the sport. I'll say it like that. But you've also trained with a lot of up and comers, man. So I mean, obviously that did help your game, but at the same time, do you think them having another body, another person like yourself to come in and help them train, works both ways?
Yeah, it works both ways because at the end of the day, we competitors and we just want to compete. So like the guys that I always like was drawn to was guys that was gonna make me better anyway.
Yeah.
So like if we're not raising the level in the room in every practice, then like I already know I'm not gonna like you. Like I already know that. So like all the guys I was always drawn to always made me better. So yeah, I always was lucky enough to be able to get training partners that was it's like, oh, you got me today, but I'm gonna get you tomorrow. So like
No, yeah. You
I
see, and I
think that
think
helped
that
me a lot.
yeah, man, as a competitor, I think that's a good mentality, man, because yeah, you do want to get better. You want to get pushed, you want to get broken down and come back and I mean, show different games, show different, technique. I mean, whatever the case, but the fact that you guys are out there testing each other every day, I mean, makes it easier going into the fight, right?
Right, right.
And man, and let me ask you, bro. When it comes to going through the ranks, I mean, of course, you won regional titles. I mean, here in Texas and California, and does those did winning those add to your mental game? I mean, after you win a title, are you thinking like, oh, okay, man, like, or I'm there, or I'm getting better, or are you still kind of like, nah, you know what, I gotta keep pushing, I gotta keep, yeah, like putting in wins.
I mean, to me, I was always the kind of my train of thought was to always bask in the victory for like an hour or so, and then they're just like, all right, on to the next one. So
Yeah.
my mentality was after like winning a belt or just winning a fight is or even losing the fight. I always had the same thing, like, no, I gotta get better. Even if I went out there and didn't get touched, I felt like it's something I could have done better. Like I always had that train of thought coming into this.
No, man, that's interesting, man. I mean, definitely. And I was going to ask you, I mean, if you actually took your losses, pretty bad. I mean, after, say you lose a fight, man. I mean, what's your mental game? I mean, are you thinking, I mean, I know you don't go straight to the gym, but I mean, do you go back like that following week?
Yeah, I take time off like same if I would have won. I just take time off. Like I gotta reset my body and my mind. I just went through camp for I don't
Yeah.
know how many weeks, 10 to 8 weeks, and now I'm just like, all right, like everything that done happened. Like I, like I told you, it's only like an hour or so if I'm even like thinking about the stuff. So like after, even with the loss, even I'm like, okay, I go back, I'll watch and dwell on what I did wrong, and I'll look and like, okay, I won't do that shit again, and on to the next one. Like that's how my whole train of thought is. It's just winning or losing, it's the same thing. Like shoot, my last fight is a good example. I wanted to show other facets of my game,
Yeah.
and I got a chance to do that. But I still I still feel like I didn't show enough.
Damn.
So
Okay. Okay.
so for me, like I went back and watched that fight. I'm like, I could have just did a lot more.
Yeah.
Like I could have did a lot more, and I won like decisively. It was like one way traffic, and like to me, it was just like, yeah, no, I should have did this, and this. Probably would have been easier. Like that's how I am though.
No, no, for sure,
So
man. And I was gonna ask you too, man, because when it comes to the fight game, I mean, you've had to pull out of fights yourself, bro. But when you get a last minute opponent, or if they switch an opponent on you, I mean, does your game plan change, or are you already? Do you feel comfortable being all like better all around? That you're like, okay, you know what? Let me just keep going, keep training.
well, the game plan has to change. Like at the level I'm fighting at now, I can't have a one size fit all for every opponent because that's not how that works. Like
Right.
like these guys can make adjustments mid fight, and you'll be like, "Oh, I didn't even train for this." Like, of course you didn't train for that. So I try to like put myself in situations where like this might happen, Jamal. Like
Yeah.
it's a possible. You ain't never seen him do it, but what if he does it this time? So I just try to like I try to like really go and break down like what possibilities. What's the highest possibility of this happening in the fight against this certain guy, and the lowest. I have like a list, and I just play in between the two lists, and I'm seeing where I can when I can win that or I can lose that on both sides of the list. Because sometimes even something that a guy isn't as like he's not he like a super threat in, he
Yeah.
can end up beating me with it because I'm not thinking it's a threat.
Yeah.
So it's just like that's how my mind work when it comes to fighting. Like yeah, that's
Gotcha, bro. No, and I was gonna say too, man. I mean, because if it's I mean, like this last fight, I mean, what was it that you changed? I mean, because of course, your first opponent was Austin, and he had to pull out of the fight. So,
yeah.
what was it about his style that you were getting ready for? And then when they switched opponents, what did you end up changing?
So I pretty much was like wrestling was gonna be a big part of it. So fighting Austin, I what I saw was he wanted to push the issue. He wanted to get you up against the cage and beat you up there,
Yeah,
shoot his doubles from outside. So like we was doing a lot of defensive stuff. Me re-attacking off his missed
yeah,
or failed shot. So like when they switched to my opponent, it was pretty much the same thing.
yeah.
Instead of me, I'm not defending as much. I'm more
Okay.
you taking him down now. So
Right.
it was like a small adjustment, but I still had to make it. If I was to fight him defensively, I
Yeah.
probably would have lost. So
Yeah.
it's just like certain things in your game plan, you always have to tweak it.
No, not for sure, man. And of course, I mean, I mean, every opponent that comes through, I mean, of course, always going to be a tough opponent, man. I mean, this last one you had, I mean, I mean, you couldn't finish the guy. You did control him the whole time, but I mean, what was it about him that you were like, damn? I mean, did he kind of surprise you a few times?
Yeah, one all right, so one head and arm I could have sworn I had it. I was like, oh, he can't breathe. Like I can hear it. So I'm hearing him like gasp for air. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one of my cornermen said something, and it lit a fire in him, and he just got out. And I'm like, man, why you said that? Right? I'm thinking like, man, why you said that? He was going.
Man, bro.
So I was just like, oh, so I'm like, fuck it. Like the fight's still going. So like I made a decision in the fight. I was like, man, even though like I know I had him, like I
Yeah,
know I had him. I could have been like, oh man, and like lost track, but I was just like, well, beat him with something else now. So it's just stuff like that when it comes to fighting, just like trying to play in between the space where it's just like nobody can teach you.
yeah,
So it's just stuff like that and just like I wouldn't say it's like surprising. It's just like, dang, like how the heck that happened? Like
yeah,
and then it's like, how can I go to my instructor or teacher and say like, all right, he was almost had him,
yeah.
right? What do we do when we almost have him? And it's just like you'll probably never get an answer because it's like, what do you do? You
That's
know, so it's
a
just
good question, man.
like it's stuff like that. It's just like it don't surprise me no more. I'm just like not really much surprise me. Like after 30
No,
fights, it's just like it's stuff that just like I scratch my head and be like, no, he should have been out because like you you wheezing for breath, just like I hear it, and I'm like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Like it's more confusing than surprising. I'll say that.
No.
it be stuff like it just be stuff just like that. I'll be like, I don't get it. Like I
Yeah.
don't get
No,
it.
no, for sure, man. And I was gonna say too, because I mean, when it comes to when it comes to opportunities, or when it comes to like things like that happen, I mean, of course, you don't stop. Like when you get an armbar, you don't stop going. You know what I mean? Like you always wait for the ref, right? I mean, you don't always like, oh
Right.
man, I got it, and let go, because they'll keep going. The fight will keep going. So
Yeah, no, like if you got it, like if it break, I'm not letting it go. If the ref say let it go, then I'm letting it go.
yeah,
But I
no,
can have your arm snap bent up like a pretzel, and if the ref still looking at it snap bent up, I'm gonna keep on
yeah.
keep on doing what I'm doing,
No, no, for
But
sure,
yeah,
man. Yeah, bro. Because I've actually seen. I know back in the day, man. It was actually with Yves Edwards. He fought in Hawaii. He fought a Japanese fighter, and like the language barrier was there. I think it was a shooto fight because the referee was
mm,
from Japan, and like he didn't know what the ref was saying, so he's looking at the ref thinking he's saying like, yeah, let go or stop, and the guy just reached out and grabbed the triangle and took him out, man. And I was like, damn, like, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know if you could have planned for that, but it's just kind of like, how do you control the language barrier like that? Because even back then, like, earlier we are talking about Pride, and the guys were fighting out there in Pride, and it's like
yeah,
you're looking at the ref like, do I keep going? Do I stop? Like, what's going on? So that's a tough one, bro.
yeah.
And man, talking about outside the country, bro, you actually fought. I mean, Mexico is right next door, right? I mean, it's in south of
Mm.
California where you're at. I mean, it's right next door to us here in Texas. But you actually got to fight in Mexico, man. How was the experience out there?
Mexico was the opposite of what everybody said is.
Okay, okay,
Like I'm gonna say that. Like everything somebody ever told me about Mexico that was bad, it was I was like, I didn't see it. Like seriously. I remember it had to be like the middle of the week. So because I was there for like 2 weeks. I got out there early because of the altitude. So
yeah,
I like to explore wherever I'm at. So it was the middle of the week. It was nighttime. Like
yeah.
I was out until like 12, I'll say. And usually you don't like in the States, if you out past a certain time, it's like,
Oh
okay,
yeah,
you looking for trouble or trouble gonna find you. It never found me.
yeah,
And I'm walking the streets pitch black, like in like side streets, alleys and stuff. And the only thing I would see on a constant was popped out was old women. Like it
yeah.
was old ladies, like literally little old ladies walking. I'm like, dang, it's midnight. What's all these little old ladies doing out here? I was like, if Mexico was that dangerous, I don't
Yeah.
think little old ladies will be out at 11, 12 o'clock at night just walking around. So I'm
No,
just like, I'm like, this place way safer than like people say it is. I'm like,
yeah,
because I don't see people my age walk out at certain times at night because it's dangerous.
yeah,
So I'm like, man, I think it's more to it. So the more I explored, the more I was like, oh, okay. So everything I ever learned, or maybe it was just a good part of Mexico. I'm not saying
right,
all Mexico is like this. Don't don't. I don't
right.
want to
Don't go
get
out
it
there exploring,
misconstrued
huh?
and have people that listen to this go to Mexico and just walk out and just never be seen again.
Yeah,
But what I'm saying is like experience it for yourself, and
yeah.
you'll find out. Mexico was nice. I had fun. Um, yeah, all the people were cool. All the people were nice. Got a souvenir.
Okay, okay. Sweet,
So
man.
like, yeah, it was. I had fun.
And then, did you get to train out there? Did you hit up any gyms?
No, I just went. They have a PI there, so I just trained at the
Oh,
PI.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
No, no, that's cool, man. Because I know, like next month, actually the UFC's coming back to Texas and Houston, man. Have
yeah.
anything going on with you on that fight?
Shoot, if I get on that, I definitely would. Actually, one of my training partners fighting on that. I
Oh,
think
okay,
he the
okay.
main event.
Oh,
Fluffy.
sweet, man.
Yeah, he fighting Sean Strickland.
Oh, nice, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Are you gonna be out there for that one too?
I might.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, if I don't have nothing lined up, might as well.
No, no, for sure, man. And I was gonna say too, man. I mean, because a lot of times, if you're training or if you got something coming up, I mean, you don't want to risk going somewhere getting hurt, or you know what I mean, like putting yourself in a situation. But that's pretty cool, man, that you get to go out there and support.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think that's like the dope part about being in the UFC. Like once you make connections and make friends, um, like everything starts to like open up for you a little bit. Like just just me popping up and showing my face there, it'll probably do something for me, you know? Like I
No,
might
no.
meet somebody else. Like I always meet people, like especially when they find out, oh, you in the UFC, I want to be your friend. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like you're driving. Let's go, man. Go hit up the town, bro. And let me ask you this, man, because of course, outside of the MMA, I mean, Dirty Boxing's coming to Texas, bro. They're gonna be out there in Houston as well. Have you watched that sport?
Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts on it, man?
Man, I like it.
And I
I
was gonna
like it.
say, bro, 'cause we got a couple of Texans on the card here, man. I mean, there's a lot of good names popping up, dude. And of course, it's one I'm hoping to make, dude. That one, I think I saw the tickets and I was like, damn. But I might try to make it out there, man. I wouldn't mind getting a media pass. That I'm trying, but otherwise, I think I want to experience that, dude, because that's just brutal, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
it just takes away from grappling and wrestling, man. But I mean, just to kind of stand there toe to toe, put some 4 ounce gloves on and go at it, bro. That's freaking wild, bro.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's raw. I like it.
Yeah,
I
man.
really do.
No, dude, that's good. I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, it's definitely entertaining. I mean, I know, the promoters are out there, doing their thing and getting eyes on it, man. The one thing I did notice with them is that they go live on YouTube. Like I don't know
Yeah,
if it's because that's what they're choosing or they just haven't found like a home yet when it comes to streaming. But it is going to be available live on YouTube, man. So of course, I'll be watching live if I don't make it out there, bro. I'm hoping to make it. But UFC out there in Houston, man. Hopefully, you get to go out there and hang out, man. You're gonna see a lot of familiar faces, bro.
right, right. Yeah.
Man, and one last thing, bro, before we wrap this up, man. When it comes to I've been doing the whole movie thing, man. I've been jumping on films. I've been putting this ugly mug on commercials, But what can we expect from Jamal Emmers, bro? I mean, if they were to ask you to jump on the movie, man, would you have a preference, bro?
Uh, all right. So my thing is before I moved out to California, that was the idea, like
Yeah.
to be in movies and stuff. Until I was on set for one TV show,
Okay.
and realizing what it take to do all that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So hurry up
it's
and wait.
a it's a no go for me. I can't- I really thought like yeah I could be in movies, yeah. And then I sat there and I was there all day and they only shot one scene. I was like, yeah, no.
Well, I will say this though, man, because the whole thing here is they call it the hurry up and wait, right? They
Mhm.
hurry you up, you get signed in, you get your wardrobe, and you go out and you wait. For me, I've been lucky enough that like every time I go and shoot, man, they use me for every scene, man, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Like I'm like, bro, I'm here. Like put me to work, man, because
Yeah.
you got bodies. Like I think one time only, like dude, like we got there early in the morning and like they were like, all right, guys, I guess we'll go ahead and go to lunch, and we're like, fuck, like what the hell? And 3 o'clock came and we're still there, like, and then they're like, all right, guys, we're ready, we're gonna go on set, and then everybody's like already like comatose, going to sleep and shit, But it was that one time, like, yeah, man, it was brutal, man. I mean, just having to wait, but I mean, the fact that they keep you busy, and I think that's I'll rephrase that, dude, because if they were to tell you, like, okay, you know what, we're gonna use you on these scenes, and it was guaranteed, that they'd put you under. I mean, would that make a difference?
Mm, probably not. Probably not. It's
Okay,
it's
well,
it's
I mean,
sit- it's sitting there and waiting that long,
yeah,
and I'm like, what, like I don't understand the whole filming process, and
yeah,
maybe it might take a few shots, but to me, I'm like, yeah, nah, I don't have the patience to do that for days in a row,
yeah.
like days in a row. I'm like, yeah, nah,
Yeah, dude. And I was gonna say, man, like I mean, some of these the actors, the ones that are actually out there and got dialogue and doing their thing, man, like yeah, cause they go and wait. They are, they put in their stand-ins and they take off and they come back an hour later and like, okay, let's go again. And it's like, damn,
Yeah.
like we've been shooting the damn thing like 15 times, but they got to get it right, I guess, bro. But yeah, man. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, right now you're fighting, you're active, so of course maybe after you call it a day, maybe.
Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll just say this: like, if you had a choice and they were like, "Hey, what kind of movie would you want to be in? Whether it was action, comedy, drama, horror, like, what would you pick, man?
Hmm. I'll probably say comedy.
Comedy? Okay, I can see
Yeah.
that.
Cause,
Shoot,
cause
man.
everything I hear about like comedic sets, like it's always fun even between shooting.
Oh yeah,
So
bro.
like if that's the case, if I can still have a good time, I'm like, okay, cool, I'll that. But yeah, I've been on the drama series, and I was like, oh no, no.
Everything. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but yeah, man. Because I think I've been lucky enough to everything I've done. It's either horror or freaking comedy, bro. I mean, there's been a few like indie films, man. I've jumped on a few with playing a cop or playing an agent or something, man. So that's cool. But yeah, man, for an actual TV show or a series, man, like you said, that's for days, bro. That's too much, man. I don't think that's good for the mental state, man. Who knows?
No, it's probably not. Like you got to think you probably got imposter syndrome playing somebody you not even is that the term imposter syndrome? Is that
Sounds
what it
about right.
is? Like
Yeah,
how in like method actors they gotta get therapy and stuff.
yeah.
Is that's what it's called, right?
I think that's what it's called because I've heard it too, man. Where they go in so
Yeah,
deep with the character that they gotta get
yeah.
out of it, man.
See, no, I'm like I couldn't do that.
No,
Like,
yeah, yeah. I didn't even think about that one, but yeah, bro. I mean, I've seen some of these actors like that, and a lot of them don't recover from it, man. They get it so deep into character that unfortunately, they don't let that
right?
on, bro. It's sad, but it's one of those things, man. But bro, I mean, of course, I wanted to bring you on here. I wanted to chop it up. I'm going to be posting this, in clips. It is on YouTube, so of course it'll be running. But I appreciate you jumping on here, man. I mean, I've already, I plugged in the whole fight card, helping me break down a couple of regional fight cards, man, and throwing our 2 cents as far as up and comers, man. You've been there, you're still up and coming, man. You're still in the UFC. You're still, fighting, putting the name, making a name. But for those on the regional circuit, man, maybe you can throw some good information and a few do's and don'ts and just throw in your two
Yeah.
cents, bro.
One thing I'll tell the guys that's on the original scene right now is to just get better. Like that's that is the best advice I can give you is to get better. Um, one thing you probably shouldn't do, um, man, it's a lot of things you shouldn't do. I'll say this when it comes to the fight business, make sure you get around the right people. Like
Oh, yeah.
so, like one thing you shouldn't do is have a yes man around you.
I was gonna say that, bro. Heck yeah.
Like that's probably one thing you shouldn't do as a fighter because you need somebody to be honest with you. Like especially in this sport. So yeah, one thing you get better, and another thing is never have yes men.
Nice, bro. No, I agree. I mean, and I think that's in life in general. I mean, no matter where you're at, you don't want people disagreeing just because, it's like you want people telling you, letting you know you're not doing right or you can do better, or, but yeah, I mean, that's definitely a good one, especially for this sport because it's about inches, bro. I mean, anything can happen, it's
Mm-hmm.
MMA, so you can get a kick, you can get a takedown. Who knows, man? Spinning fist, everything's
Yeah,
out there.
everything your life could change in a split second in this sport. Like
No, 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 for sure, brother. But
you
man,
could
bro,
you could be like you could be driving a car and the next thing you know you the passenger. like it can happen just like
yeah,
that.
no, yeah, yeah. It's like I mean, a lot of it. I'm sure. Managing money too, man, because everybody sees, oh, you're getting paid, but they don't see the months, the weeks, building
Yeah.
up and leading up to the fight, because I mean, we all got bills, right?
right? Don't realize you in the negative going into the fight.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you hope you make enough to break even. Like that, it be that. It's a lot of that too. Oh my
yeah,
god. Whew. Yeah.
yeah. No, yeah, you see, and with that being said, man, because of course, sponsors, bro. I mean, this is the whole sponsor game changed when it came to the UFC because of
Hmm.
their sponsorship. But I mean, you guys are still allowed sponsors outside the sport. This is something that does help because of situations like this.
Yeah.
Having getting ready to travel and get medicals and get nutritions and everything else that you guys need just to be able to go out and fight. Because it costs money, man. Though you're in, though, you still got to pay your dues, right?
Right. 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 This is people getting into the sport to make money and not realizing how much money they're gonna have to spend.
Yeah,
is is yeah. That never it never it never ceased to amaze me how like you can get into certain things and guys done it before,
yeah,
but it's like no guide on how to just like get through it. Like
yeah,
they should have a guide by now. Like how
yeah,
do you be successful in this? Like I don't really think it's like honestly, I don't really think it's a blueprint to be successful in MMA yet. But it should be like some steps to help at
yeah.
least. Like, but that's just me. I think
No,
it'll be
no,
easier for a lot of people, but
no, no, definitely, man. But you know what? And that's kind of why I wanted to bring you on here, man. So hopefully, get to come back and just not just break down fights, but maybe go over a few pointers, a few tips, just to be able to throw them out there. And because I mean, everybody back in the day, like everybody wanted to fight until it became time to fight. And a lot of
yeah,
people realized it was like, damn, like getting hurt, they're working, they can't go to work hurt, they lose money, they have family, they have it's like a whole it's a whole thing, man. But yeah, but for those that can do it and keep doing it, by all means, man. But I mean, if you can help, with a few points, a few tips, we'll definitely throw those out there, man. But bro, anything you want to say, man, before you wrap this up, bro?
shoot, no, I ain't got nothing to say. Like I
No,
think I done talked enough.
no, no, bro. But I do appreciate you, man. Of course, and don't hang up yet, brother. Everybody out there, of course, Jamal Emmers. This is Spider once again. DeFi Card Podcast. As always, till next time. Follow up.